We're getting right into this. I know that ESPN has gave their top 10 list. Madden gave their top 10 list. That was okay. Madden's. ESPN's was more realistic. Here is Ben's top 10 NFL quarterbacks going into the 2020 season. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. I don't care. Number 10, we're going to start out with Mr. Carson Wentz. I have Carson Wentz being a top 10 quarterback. I have him being at number 10 because health. It's injury. I think his ceiling's a top 5 quarterback. Last season he played all right. 27 touchdowns, pretty good. And in the wild card game, he suffered a concussion. Unfortunately, if he didn't get that, they could have won that game easily, I think. But it is what it is, and I think health is why I'm saying Carson Wentz is at number 10 right now. He's got a lot of pressure this season because the Eagles did a lot in the draft to help him. And remember, Jalen Hurts is right behind you, Carson, so hello. Number 9, we got this one everyone's going to be like, whoa! It's Kirk Cousins. And don't call me biased. I am a Packers fan, so that makes no sense. Hear me out here why I got Kirk Cousins being the 9th best quarterback. Why I didn't even pick Matthew Stafford to be the 9th best quarterback is because, he has from last season, right? Over 101 passer rating. That's really good. He's got 26 touchdowns. He didn't turn the ball over much. 3,600 yards, but he didn't have to play the last game. Oh, and then he has a career-defining game, beating Drew Brees and the Saints in New Orleans. You can say whatever you want about that Kyle Rudolph play. The fact the Vikings put the Saints into overtime. By the way, they were dominating most of that game. The fact they did that is definitely something I think Kirk Cousins deserves respect for. And the Vikings reconstructed his deal for 2 more years, so he'll be with them for 3 more years too, at least. I like the move. Number 8, Dak Prescott. Of all the top 10 quarterbacks, he has the most pressure, the most approved this season. And obviously the Dallas Cowboys at the moment are not showing loyalty to him by only giving him a franchise tag. It's a slap in the face that I personally think that you're signing all the skilled players around Dak Prescott except Dak Prescott. And for Dak Prescott, this is just me right here. If he doesn't get them to at least the NFC Conference Championship game, it's a disappointment. And I don't believe you can blame it on the coach anymore because you got rid of Jason Garrett. You bring in Mike McCarthy, who already has won a Super Bowl. And I know, okay, well, he didn't change the game, or he didn't go with the change as it was changing. He took a year off coaching, and I believe Mike McCarthy and Dak could play well. Look, Dallas has so much talent around him. Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, and now CeeDee Lamb. So pressure's on Dak. NFC Championship game at least. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it's America's team, so they always got to win, and they never do. Number 7, I got Tom Brady. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback going into the season, and I didn't say he's not the greatest quarterback of all time. Of course he is, but he threw 24 passing touchdowns last season, and his passer rating wasn't the best. And New England was obviously struggling. Does not look good versus Tennessee. He's got weapons now with Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard, and Rob Gronkowski. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is the offensive line. And I know they drafted some to help him. But if Brady gets hit a lot, it's going to be a disaster in Tampa Bay. Now, he can take hits, but if it's a lot, it's a disaster. Number 6, another veteran foe, Drew Brees. Drew Brees is going to be number 6 for me. I see a little decline, not like Brady's, but a little bit on downhill balls, like downfield balls, where it looks a little wobbly or it's not exactly accurate. Bringing in Emmanuel Sanders can help that. So I definitely think Drew Brees could be a top 5 quarterback, but the question is, can he get them to the Super Bowl? I consider a lot of things with this list. Number 5, we got Deshaun Watson, because I know they lost DeAndre Hopkins, but they still got Randall Cobb, they still got Brandon Cooks in the offseason, and Will Fuller, if he can stay healthy, that's a pretty fast wide receiver duo, a pretty skilled wide receiver duo. David Johnson, Lamar Miller in the backfield. I'm not saying that move was good because it really wasn't. DeAndre Hopkins is just one of those receivers that's built different. But, hey, I believe that Deshaun Watson, if he can just get them to the playoffs, that's a big win. They're going to be battling now with losing DeAndre Hopkins. They're going to be battling with a team like Indianapolis, a team like Tennessee for the division. Not Jacksonville. But, okay, number 4, Aaron Rodgers. Say what you want. I believe the disrespect towards Aaron Rodgers is actually terrible, okay? And I know, Jordan Love. I have heard it 500 times, okay? I get it. I get that they drafted Jordan Love. There's no pressure on Aaron Rodgers, personally. I mean, think about it like this. There's just pressure on the Green Bay Packers, and that hurts me to say because I've been a Packers fan my whole life. But the truth is, if Green Bay decides it's a beautiful move to let Aaron Rodgers go, cut him or trade him, you know how many teams are going to be knocking on the door to get Aaron Rodgers? So many. They will put, you won't believe it, how many he will. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is getting older. Okay, let's look at the stats real quick if you think he's getting older. 26 touchdowns. That's not Aaron Rodgers' year, but we're saying that's a terrible season? If that's a terrible season for him, then you're saying his stats are right around where these top 10 quarterbacks behind him are. So I don't get that. Only 4 interceptions. Passer rating 95. Passer rating, okay, that could be bad for him, but it's still not bad overall in the NFL. And then taking his team to the conference championship game. Oh, that's just terrible. Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And you gotta you gotta come in with knowing that he only had Devontae Adams as a reliable wide receiver. And Aaron Jones helped a ton, but you definitely need other wide receivers. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. I think this is the perfect place for him. Unanimously won MVP. And you can't say he doesn't have an arm because he threw 36 passing touchdowns. He has a total of 43 touchdowns, ran for over 1,000 yards. I know, and I'm the first one to say that running quarterbacks do not last in this league, but Lamar Jackson so far has shown that is false. And if no one can really stop this guy in his prime, this is very scary for the NFL because he even has potential to be around where Patrick Mahomes is, if not better. But right now, Lamar Jackson's number 3. The only thing against him is he's 0-2 in the postseason. If he can't win the postseason, he is going to just fall down on that list. Number 2, give me Russell Wilson. 31 passing touchdowns. He was the MVP runner-up. And I personally thought until about a month with the season left, he was right with Lamar Jackson. If you look at the stats and everything. But then Lamar Jackson broke away. And we get all that. He also can run. He throws on the run, throws in the pocket, can just run himself, escape. He can look like a ballerina dancer, dodging all these hits, running in circles. You can't get him. Oh, and then, he also got his money too. But bringing in Greg Olsen, I think is actually very good for the Seattle Seahawks. And they will surprise a lot of teams if we get the season this year. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Did you think I was going to say someone like Sam Darnold? It's Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback. He's got an MVP. He's got a Super Bowl MVP. He's got a Super Bowl ring. All by the time he's 25. I gave you all these reasons. Who's going to top the Chiefs this season? Stop it. Patrick Mahomes is number 1. Is there really someone close to being better than him right now? No. It's a battle for second. So those are my top 10 lists. I know some people are going to be like, oh, how did you put Kirk Cousins in there or whatever? But if I didn't put your team in there or wherever, remember, it's not top 32 quarterbacks. It's only top 10 quarterbacks. I can only give you 10 people. But I know some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. At the end of the day, this is my top 10, and I could not feel more better about it. All right, guys, I'm not going to promise you when the next video is going to be like other YouTubers and then just never do it because I've done that myself. But there's going to be a good amount more. And let me know if you like this top 10 list, because then I can do running backs, wide receivers, and follow along with that somewhat. All right, guys. Please stay safe during this time. I know I'm always saying this now, but really, we are living in hard times right now. So really stay safe. All right.